You rise up in the morning beneath the stars so bright. Pull your hat down, make sure your cinch is tight. Horse is kinda snuffy, cold chill up your spine. You'll get your ass moving, son, we're burning daylight.
Howdy there, I'm Matt McKinley and we're burning daylight.
In the saddle till the job's done right.
Welcome to Burnin' Daylight, the only podcast for the working cowboy. Well, howdy there, daylight burners. Happy was it Tuesday night. You'll be listening to this Wednesday. Jake had to work. He's busy designing electric cars and shit like that. So he couldn't join us, and I don't know if I'm gonna have another chance to get one of these in later this week. And so I just decided to roll solo. So bear with me. I like doing this show because I like doing a little casual sports betting. It's kind of fun. There's a lot of stupid shit going on in the world that that I just don't care to dwell on all the time. So it's football's a good distraction. And once again, I don't know college well enough. I can go over a few of the scores, but I don't follow it well enough to bet on it consistently. And so like I'll do like one or two, and actually had a 6-leg parlay that hit, I believe. And let's see. Yeah, it was a 6-leg teaser that hit, and that paid out 3-1. So that was pretty cool. Or no, I guess plus 475, and then there was a push on one of the legs, so it dropped it down to plus 300. So 3-1, pretty good little win. I'll see, I'll pop this up on the screen. We'll go through the college real quick. But like I said, I didn't bet much, and I don't know a whole lot, but Utah at Oregon State won that. Georgia, Auburn, a loss. I bet Georgia to cover. They were like 14.5. Michigan rolled. Michigan looks good. Lost on Kansas. I think they were like 16.5 on the spread. And there we go. Yeah. Yeah, they got blown out. Penn State at Northwestern. I think I didn't bet on them either. I guess as a college don't bet much. Washington at Arizona was a close game. I saved myself some money by not betting CU. I almost bet them to cover, but they burned me 2 weeks in a row. So they lost again. So Coach Prime still has as many wins as he does have toes on that one foot for this season. Oregon rolled again. Then Notre Dame. Duke was up late. They were up 14-13, I think. And it looked like they might actually pull it out. So, and I took the live line at like plus 400 or something like that. And of course, Notre Dame comes back and fucking wins it. So, um, I'm gonna, yeah, uh, I'm not even gonna tease any of the college bets. I'll probably bet something, but yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it. So, back to NFL, which not that I'm good at it, but at least I know a little bit about, and I can talk with some sort of knowledge. Starting with the Thursday game, my initial thought was Lions. I got them at -2, so won that. I bet the under at 45, and yeah, didn't didn't hit that. The Packers scored a little bit, and then I I parlayed that the Lions with the points, and then the under at 45. So 1 for 3 on the Thursday night game, but and that kind of how it went all Sunday. Broncos pulled one out. I did not bet that game. Um, it was 21-7 at halftime. Um, yeah, that was 28-14 at the end of the third. So 17 unanswered in the fourth for the Broncos. They won. They hit the over. They covered I can't remember. No, they did not cover. I was looking at against the spread numbers, and the Broncos are tied with 4 others for the bottom against the spread. They are 0-3-1. They have they pushed one time, and then they've not covered at all this season. So um Sunday was kind of a bloodbath. I did win the Sunday night game. I took a teaser, 6-point teaser. So I had the Chiefs -2 and the over at 35.5. And what was the final? That I think it just barely hit the 43. So I mean they hit it no problem. But I had a teaser on San Francisco that put them at -9 and the over at 37.5. That hit. Uh, Chargers, I took them in a teaser, so I had Chargers minus a half. And the over at 43. But we'll go through the scores, I guess. Yeah, so Broncos won. Bears are officially the worse than the Broncos. Jaguars, Falcons, that was in London. Lost on that one. I think can't remember what I bet that. I think I just bet my Jacksonville with the points. Maybe I just took them in a parlay or a teaser. I had an okay day on Sunday. It wasn't great. Not much to be proud of. So I lost Steelers -3. They ended up I think they got blown out maybe. Where were they at? Anyway, the I lost on the Dolphins 48-20 at the Bills. Didn't see that one coming. Bills look really good now after that stinker of week 1. I had them had the Dolphins in a couple parlays and that lost. I had Miami +2.5, and that didn't even come close to hitting. What was the Steelers got beat 30-6 by the Texans, and that CJ Stroud looks really good. I've got that Collins kid on my fantasy team, and he's been putting up some points. Minnesota, that hit. Um, yeah, so I won with teaser with the Chiefs. teaser with the Niners. Minnesota at -4.5. And then I lost Dolphins, lost the Eagles -9. That ended up being a close game, 34-31 with the Redskins, Commanders, what Washington football team, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the Bills, I'm gonna be looking at them pretty close. Ravens, Browns, that ended up being a blowout, 28-3. But Deshaun Watson didn't play, so that makes a little more sense. I didn't watch any of that game. Titans Bengals, didn't watch this one either, but same thing. I don't know what the deal is with the Bengals. They don't look real good. Titans rolled. Derrick Henry had over 100 yards, so looks like he's kind of getting going. Rams Colts, that was a fun game. Rams ended up winning it 29-23, but Richardson looks pretty good for the Colts. Saints Buccaneers. Buccaneers win 26-9. That division sucks, but Tampa looks okay. Baker Mayfield's doing Baker Mayfield things. Eagles, Commanders. Eagles still look like them, and the Niners look like teams to beat, but Washington put up a pretty good game. Vikings at the Panthers, 21-3. That was one of the games that I won. Panthers are not good. Steelers defense looked really good on last week, but yeah, I don't know what happened. I get maybe that Texans are kind of good. I don't know. Raiders Chargers 24-17 on the Chargers. I had the over. I think it was at 43. So that did not hit. Patriots at the Cowboys. Cowboys are 38-3. I don't know how they lost to Arizona, but I didn't bet on that game because yeah, the Cowboys burned me. So I'll take a look at them again this week and see. But Cardinals Niners rolled. Took them in a 6-point teaser. Hit that. The Chiefs historically don't cover the spread very, very well. But they're usually huge spreads too. So Jets looked pretty good. What's his name? Wilson looked pretty good. Mahomes did not. That defense is really good. Yeah, I don't know what to think about the Jets. They could be good. Just depends on how that quarterback plays, but he played pretty good there against the Chiefs, and they got a pretty good defense. So I don't know. NFL is kind of weird this year. Lock of the week that we had, me and Jake both had this one, Seahawks at the Giants. I cleaned up last night. So let me switch to my bets this week. So Monday night, I took I had a 16 parlay that hit. And I had the Seahawks in that. So I took the Chiefs, Niners, Chargers, Seahawks, Rams, and Eagles all money line. 16 parlay, and that paid out a little over 2-1. I took the Seahawks plus 1.5, that hit, and then I took the Seahawks money line as well. I don't know what Vegas saw with that line because the Giants are terrible. I know it was a West Coast team going to the East Coast, but it was also Monday night, so it's not like they were playing an early game and had a huge, jet lag. But Daniel Jones got sacked 11 times. That was it was not a good game for the Giants. A good game for me though. I also I took one of the boosts that my bookie put up, and so it was that Walker kid scored a anytime touchdown, DK Metcalf anytime touchdown, and Seattle money line, and that that paid it. I put $20 and won 105. So um, all in all, pretty good week for me. Sunday was kind of meh, but yeah, cleaned house on Monday night, made it all worth it. So on to this week. I'm not gonna. I guess we can look at some of the college scores. Or the yeah, we can look at who's playing. But I don't probably not going to bet much. So we got the Red River Shootout, Oklahoma at Texas. Well, that's at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. So neutral site. Line is Texas -6.5. Probably bet the over 60.5. If I was to bet that, I'd take Texas with the points. Maryland at Ohio State. Ohio State's -20 favorites. Over under at 57.5. Missouri, LSU at Missouri. That's an interesting one. LSU's -6.5 favorite. Over under 64.5. Missouri's been pretty good. They're 5-0. They beat K-State at in Manhattan. I wonder what money line is for Missouri. That might be one where I throw $10 on it because they're probably going to be. I could see Missouri winning that. Let's see. Missouri's +188. I might throw $20 on that. We'll see. Washington State at UCLA. UCLA's 3.5 point favorite. Washington State's number 13 in the country though, so that might be one to take a look at. Washington State's +144 on the money line. That might be another one to throw $10 at. Virginia Tech at Florida State. Florida State's -24 point favorite. Bama at A&M. Bama -2.5. That one might be a good one. I don't know. I don't know college well enough. I know I've said it a bunch, but Syracuse at North Carolina. I don't want any part of that one. Kentucky at Georgia. I wonder what that money line for Kentucky is because Georgia's a 14.5 point favorite. Kentucky's been on a roll. Kentucky, Georgia. I'm not seeing them. They surely got a line out on them by now, but oh, there we are. +440 for Kentucky. That might be one to throw $10 on. Pays 4.5 to 1. It's not a bad one. Michigan at Minnesota. Michigan's -19 point favorite. Notre Dame at Louisville. Notre Dame -6.5. Arkansas at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is minus 11.5. Georgia Tech at Miami. Miami's minus 21.5. And then Fresno at Wyoming. Fresno minus 6.5. Fresno's number 24. Wyoming is a plus 196 dog. That might be fun one to throw a little $10 bet on as well. Oregon State at Cal. Oregon State is minus 9.5. And then Arizona at USC. USC is minus 21.5. Over unders 72. USC gives up a lot of points, but they also score a lot of points. I don't know about Arizona, but it might be a good over to take. It's a lot of points, it seems like, but yeah, I could see it happening. Anyway, that's college. Bet at your own will. I'm not gonna do much there. So then we're back to the NFL week 5 Thursday night game. We got Chicago at Washington. Washington's minus 5.5. Over under at 44. Well, let me go. We'll see on my bookie. I'll put that up. Because that's where I bet at. Because it's, even though I live in Nevada, all the big casinos, to bet there, you got to go show your ID at the sports book there in order to be able to bet. So we got Bears at the Redskins, and all right. So on my bookie, it's Washington minus 6. Over unders at 44.5. Washington should cover that. Not gonna touch it though. Over under that, I might bet the over on that 44.5. Maybe take it in a teaser. Teases the over down to, on a 6-point, that'd be what, 38.5. That might be a good teaser bet. Other than that, I'm not gonna. I don't know. The Washington looks okay at some games, and then they get blown out others. But that quarterback's I think he's a rookie, so yeah, maybe I'll take the over in a teaser, but that's probably it. I'll put something on it just because it's football, and give you something to watch the game for. Jaguars at the Bills. Bills minus 5.5. Over at 49. I cannot retract everything I said about Jacksonville hard enough. They don't look all that good. I mean, they won, but I think, did they win? Maybe I don't know what Jacksonville is. I thought they were going to be better than that. They might still. I mean, it's still fairly early, but 5.5. Nah, I might go ahead and bet. I'll take Buffalo with the points. The Bills could also shit the bed some week too, so who knows? But I think the way Buffalo's been playing here lately, and then they're at home again. Yeah, give me the Bills minus 5.5. Ravens Steelers. This ought to be a slugfest. Ravens minus 3.5. It's in Pittsburgh though. Overs at 38.5. Man, I want to take that under, but moment I do, that'll be when, you know, Baltimore scores 24 and then Pittsburgh has a couple defensive touchdowns or some shit like that and runs the score up. I don't like that game at all. It's kind of a nasty game. I was looking at some against the spread stuff. So Baltimore is uh where the hell is Baltimore? Okay, Baltimore is 3-1 against the spread. They're winning. They're plus 10.3, 10, a little over 10-point margin of victory on average. Beating the spread by like 5.5. So, um, maybe take Baltimore. Pittsburgh is, I think they're kind of down at the bottom. Maybe not. Pittsburgh is 2-2 against the spread. Losing by an average of 10. So, give me Baltimore with 3.5. Wonder if you can buy a point. That'd be a good one to take a half a point off if you can. I'm not sure how you do that, but if you can buy a half, but take it down to 3, or maybe even a full point, take it down to 2.5. But I'll just take them straight up 3.5. Saints at the Patriots. That game is gross. Patriots minus 1.5, over at 40.5. I'm not going to bet that game. Most likely, probably not going to bet it. Texans at the Falcons. Falcons minus 2.5 and 41.5 for the over. I think the Texans are. They're 2-2 against the spread. They're winning average margin of victories point plus 4.5. They're just barely beating the spreads. Texans plus 106 money line. It might take that. Also look at some prop bets on the over on passing yards and maybe passing touchdowns for CJ Stroud. But that might be a fun game to watch actually for two kind of what I thought were going to be pretty shitty teams that are doing pretty well. And I don't know, might be a fun game to watch. I might throw $5 or $10 on Houston to win straight up. Maybe take the over. And then probably Bijan Robinson for the over on a prop bet. Giants at the Dolphins. Dolphins minus 10.5. They should cover that. Over's at 50. I might take the over. Shit. Miami can put up 50 by themselves. So, the Giants can't really put up points. Maybe take the over. 10.5 is a lot of points to cover. I mean, like I could see Miami covering that pretty easy. But they're 3-1 against the spread. The only one they didn't cover was this week when they lost. So I don't know. 10.5 is a lot of points. So might put in a 6-point teaser. That'd take it down to 5.5. Do that with over at 46. That'd be pretty good bet, I'd think. I might wait to see what if the line moves any closer Sunday, but as of right now, probably throw that with and the over in a 6-point teaser and just bet that. Titans at the Colts. Jonathan Taylor, I think, is playing this week. That dude's a stud, but I don't know what kind of shape he's going to be in. He's been sitting out because of his contract for the first 4 weeks, so he might be a little rusty. He also might run for 1,000 yards in a single week. Who knows? Dude's kind of a horse. Colts -1. No positive money for the money lines. Titans -105 money line. Colts -116. So slight edge to the Colts, but that's basically a pick 'em. Overs at 42.5. I don't know. That's it's in Indy. I don't know what Indy's defense is like. Colts are 2-2 against the spread. The Titans are 3-1 versus the spread, but like I said, this is essentially a pick 'em. This is also probably a game I stay away from. Probably take the over for Derrick Henry and rushing yards. I don't know, depending on what those props looks like. But he'll probably rush for 100 yards. I don't know if I bet I don't like that line. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of the Colts or the Titans yet to have any idea. But apparently that Richardson's pretty fun to watch for Indy. So, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from it. Panthers at the Lions. Lions are -9.5. That's a lot of points. But Carolina does not look good. Detroit looks okay. Overs at 45. Detroit looks kind of like the team to beat in the NFC North, but it's Detroit. Who knows? 9.5's too much for me. Might throw that in a 6-point teaser. Take it down to 3.5. I think they covered that, but 9.5's a lot. And Carolina's got a pretty okay defense, so 45's a lot for the over. I might take the under. And then take the spread down to 3.5. Take the over to 39. Yeah, that'd be an all right bet. Those 6-point teasers like that, they pay out. Like if you do a 2-leg, pays out at -120, so it's pretty good money. And they're fairly safe. Eagles at the Rams. This will be an interesting game to watch. I think the Rams are okay. Like they're a pretty decent team this year. Got the Eagles -4.5. It's at the Rams, which they don't really ever have. They don't have any sort of home field advantage really. Over at 50.5. I might take the under on that because I mean the Rams got a pretty decent defense, and they got Aaron Donald. He's one of the better defenders in the league. And but I mean both those offenses can put up points too. But I might take the under. Rams -4 or +4.5. Philly. Philly's treated me pretty good since last season. So what are they're 2-1-1 against the spread. So I might take Philly straight Philly with the points. Might look at the under on that game as well. Seems like a lot of points, and I mean they could hit the over, but Philly's got a good defense. Rams got a pretty all right defense. So I could see it being a low scoring game. Bengals at the Cardinals. Bengals -3 over at 44.5. I'm not touching it. No clue. I don't know what Joey Burrow's what his deal is, if he's hurt. Still, yeah. I don't want it. Don't want any part of it. Jets at the Broncos. Got the Broncos -2 over at 43. Give me the over. I don't know what's going on with the Broncos defense. Zach Wilson looked pretty good. Russell Wilson, I mean, he's been okay. So 43. Jets defense is really good. But I don't know. I think that over hits. I might I might I might take the Broncos. Yeah, I might take Broncos -2. Uh Probably a field goal game. Hmm. I don't know. I might take the over. Just we'll see. We'll see if it comes down to like a pick 'em or -1, something like that. And maybe I'll take the Broncos, but mm, I don't know. I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. Uh, Chiefs at the Vikings. Chiefs are -5. Favorite overs at 53. Chiefs are uh, they're 2-2 against the spread. Um, when they beat the spread, they beat the brakes off of it. And I think they're 2-2 on the over. So, I might tease the over up and yeah, and take the Chiefs spread to a +1. Take the over to 47, and yeah, I might do that. Probably hit the over on whatever Justin Jefferson's receiving yards are, or receptions, and or either one. He probably hits the over on that. Travis Kelce anytime touchdown. Do some sort of prop parlay with those, and that'll pay out a little bit and probably will hit. Cowboys at the Niners. It's going to be a good game, I think. Niners are looking damn near unstoppable. Brock Purdy is doing his thing. We got the Niners -3.5 over at 45. I could see this being a really low scoring game. Um, Cowboys, who the fuck knows what they are? They some weeks they look like world beaters, and then they lose to the Cardinals. Yeah, give me the Niners. I don't want to. I don't want to mess with the over under. I'll take the Niners with the points. Um, that's a Sunday night game. Monday night is Packers Raiders. Oh, I wonder what Jake is betting on this one. So that's his two teams. It's the Packers and the Raiders. We got the Packers -2. It's in Vegas. Over under at 44.5. Hmm. Whatever Devontae Adams over is on receptions, give me that. Uh, I don't know. Probably the Packers. Packers win that game. Cover. That's -131 for Packers money line, +108 for Raiders money line. Yeah, I might just take the Packers straight up. Um, Packers -2. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to come back to that one. It's still a long time between now and Monday, but um, yeah, my early thoughts. Packers -2. I'll give me that. They should win. I don't know. Who knows? Kind of a gross game for Monday night. Really. Um, thought the Raiders were going to be better than they are. Um, Packers are kind of about where I thought they might be. I'm not sure. Haven't been sure on them for a while. Um, yeah, pick of the week though. Let's see. I don't know if there was any one that I really felt just real good about. Um, Ravens -3.5, maybe. Um, Even so, that I don't know. This is yeah, it's kind of a tough week. Hmm, maybe Carolina to cover 9.5 against the Lions. That 9.5 is a lot of points for that, but even then, I don't feel great about it. A lot of gross games like Cincinnati, Arizona's not great. Jets, Broncos, that's ugh. Packers, Raiders, kind of ugh. What was the Titans, Colts could be interesting, or it could it might suck. Um, Saints, Patriots, ugh. Kind of a it's kind of a gross week for the NFL. So I'm going to be looking into some prop bets. That's kind of my new fantasy football. Like I'm in one fantasy football league this year, and I would just as soon the Bills Jaguars games in London. So that might change. Give me the under on that. I feel pretty good about that. Um, Jags at Jags and Bills in London. Yeah, give me the under. +200 for the Jags to that might be a good one to Jags money line. I think Jaguars tend to play better than most in when they do those stupid London games. So yeah. Yeah, that might be yeah, I might throw $10 on Jacksonville money line. Um Ravens Steelers be like if you like defensive football, that should be a pretty fun game to watch. But that's about the closest to a lock I've got for this week, I think. Texans Falcons over. That looks pretty good to me. But I'm not like it's not a lock by any means. Yeah, it's kind of a tough one, but Niners Cowboys, that'll be probably the best game to watch this week. It's at the Niners. It'd be a pretty apt time for the Cowboys to shit the bed. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a tough week. Yeah, but I'm gonna be looking into the prop bets pretty heavy. I don't know if I'll bet many of them, but this might be a week where I don't bet very heavy just because I'm not real thrilled by many of these lines. So I'll check on them throughout the week, of course, and I don't really see any bets that I need to get in tonight. But it's kind of a gross week. Lines are kind of so tread carefully. Seems kind of like a trap week. I know, and like I said, me and Jake both lock of the week was Seattle winning that game or covering. It was plus 1.5. That one was easy. That was an easy call for me. I don't see any of those this week, so the two that I feel the best about, I guess, would be I'd say Jacksonville with the points, or and then maybe sprinkle a little bit on money line. Probably Baltimore with the points. Those are the two I feel best about. So, I was on the Bills, but being in London and Jacksonville just played in London, so they're already acclimated. Next week, I wonder, does Jacksonville I bet they have a bye next week, but if not, fade them pretty hard because they're gonna be all sorts of discombobulated with the jet lag. So, but since they got an extra week in London, yeah, I think I might take the Jags straight up, and then probably throw that spread on there as well. Take them with the points. So, anyways, that's what I got. Football picks for this week. Hopefully Jake will be back next week, and we'll see how we did. So far for the year, I am up about 150. So, I was up about 300 at one point. So I'm still up on the year and feeling okay about it. So, happy hunting. Enjoy some shit talking, and we'll see you back here next week for week 6. And I'll be back here tomorrow for Fence Post Politics, and hopefully we'll get some more good interviews here in the near future. So, that being said, have a good one and move your ass. We're burning daylight.
Your eyes up in the morning, beneath the stars so bright. Pull your hat down, make sure your cinch is tight. Horses kinda snuffy, cold chill up your spine. We'll get your ass moving, son, we're burning daylight. Burning daylight. Burning till the job's done right. Burning daylight. Well, life is just a gather, and you won't catch 'em all. But when you ride through the gate, make sure you sit up tall. I can see the horizon, it's looking pretty bright. Well, get your ass moving, son, we're burning daylight. Burning daylight. Burning daylight. In the south till the job's done right.